how are you feeling? Congratulations on this film.
Cheers, my family.
I love it. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. What a great film. How does it feel to be a part of such an iconic franchise? You know, this wonderful character gets his own spinoff. What is that like for you?
Well, I gotta tell you the fact that I've been a big fan of Toy Story since it started back in '95. You know, but I never thought, I never could imagine that I would be a part of the whole world of Pixar, because all their films are so poignant and so important and so incredible. So and the fact that this is the first time they're exploring the sci-fi world in the actual life of Buzz Lightyear. Back in '95, I know the kid was inspired by watching the film of Buzz Lightyear. Well, here it is. And the fact that I get to be a part of it, I felt like, wow, how fortunate am I? And I just hope that that I give it justice and I do the best I can to really support not only the story, but to support the astronauts, Buzz Lightyear, and everyone else to accomplish what they wanted to do.
Very well said. Well, I personally think that you knocked it out of the park. This whole film is just so wonderful. I'm curious to ask you, in terms of the voiceover process and the voiceover experience, as an actor, what does that process look like? Is it a longer process than what we think from an audience perspective? Is it relatively short? What goes on for the behind the scenes part of that?
Well, you know, when you're working on live action films per se, you're working with another actor and you're living in that moment for about 6 weeks. But when it comes to animation and technology, you're working throughout a number of months. So you really have to understand not only the character, but the arc of the characters throughout the story. So, you know, you start with a bunch of notes and you open up with curiosity, and I would put that away. So then would call me back and say, all right, we need you for this other scenes or these other scenes that we're trying to develop. Over time, you could see who they are. But one of the most important things as an actor, in order to find the voice of a character, is to find what his center was. And a person like Airman Diaz, not only was he really skilled at what he did as an engineer, but his core was hope. He led with hope, quite like Pedro in Napoleon Dynamite. You got to have some hope to be able to have the ambition to help everybody else and say, you know what, we're not alone in this, that together everything is possible. So, you know, he really looked up to Buzz Lightyear and Buzz Lightyear's ambition. And that's what I found myself in living in the moment when I was working on the set. There was a day where I was really nervous. And I remember Angus was like, you got the job. You don't have to be so nervous. Like, what you know, are you okay? And I go, yeah, I just, honestly, and my voice was like, I started to play Airman Diaz. I go, honestly, sir, it's just that it's Buzz Lightyear, and I want to make sure that everything's just so perfect for him. And it was, and that's what it was. It's like you want to make sure that everything's absolutely right, because when you have a big mission like that, anything can go wrong. So
that's awesome. Well, I love that you were able to do all of the legwork entailed in order to bring this character to life. It definitely read on screen. And I love that you're such a supportive actor. What a team player. So very well done.
Yeah. Me and this guy.
I know, like socks. I love socks. I was rolling last night when I saw the screening. Love socks. All right. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us. Best of luck with everything that's to come with this film. Congratulations. You should be so proud. And thank you for speaking with us.
Of course, glad, of course.
Thank you.